What up, everyone? It's good to see you. Happy Wednesday. This is Misaki from Kodansha, your host of Kodansha Live. I love manga. I love talking about manga, so that's what I'm gonna do on this show. But today is a little bit different because I'm not just gonna talk about manga. I kind of want to talk about anime. So today, the episode theme is manga to anime. Yay! So I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's a lot of Kodansha manga related anime that is currently going on in this season, and there are some of my personal favorites. So I'm very excited to talk about it. So before I start to get into it, I would like to introduce a special guest. Please welcome Ivan. Hey, what's up?
Hey everybody. My name is Ivan Salazar.
Ooh, ooh.
I'm a senior marketing director. I do love manga and the animes, and am very happy to talk about.
Yeah, Ivan, you have kind of became sort of an anime expert in the house as soon as you swooped into Kodansha. I know that you just started a thing called the Home Anime Club, which happens on our social media, particularly on Twitter. Could you talk a little bit about the Home Anime Club?
Yeah. So basically, we started as a way for everybody to just sort of convene one day to be able to watch some anime together, and then we could do some commentary on Twitter. The people who join us and have been very supportive of this entire initiative has been Funimation. That's where we usually catch the anime that we stream. The last few weeks we've been doing sort of staggered episode watches of both Gleipnir and Kakushigoto, which in the manga is also my dad's secret edition. No, it's been really fun to be able to watch these episodes, and uh, we hope that there are folks that are watching along on a Friday afternoon. We usually have the watches at 5 p.m. Pacific time and 8 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll usually watch 2 episodes at a go, providing some funny commentary throughout.
Yeah, I was just
Overall, feels like doing uh,
I was looking at the some of the screen caps from the previous episode of Kakushigoto. There's a lot of interesting stuff that's happening on here. Not just the images that you guys tumble around, but then also some interaction between Kodansha and Funimation, but also with the fans too. It seems like. Oh, so I would like to start.
yeah, like
Oh, go ahead. Hi, Ben.
fun time, and like we're just happy to. Well,
Yeah, Kakushigoto is like a really cute anime right here. So, let's see. Ivan,
yeah.
do you wanna first talk about the anime Gleipnir? I know you guys been watching that on the Home Anime Club for the past 4 episodes or so.
Yeah. We've already screened 4 episodes of Gleipnir. This has actually been the one that like I've really liked the most.
Oh,
I think
tell me.
the animation is incredibly cool. There's lots of neat battles. Yeah, there's lots of neat battles, and the animation is really neat. What's it called? The premise of it is pretty wild. It's just like the way I've been sort of pitching it to people is it's kind of like an X-Men type mystery. Is that there are all sorts of people who have like powers and aren't sure where they're getting them from, except some who do. And then, spoiler alert, they're from an alien who's looking to get his buddies back. that are in the form of a coin, and then this coin is supposed to give you, everything that you desire. But the main character doesn't know how he, of how still thing. All the characters are like very also trying to find out, why their lives have changed. And
Yeah, I'm looking at the image of the main girl character that is featured on the cover of the manga.
yeah, yeah,
She doesn't really seem like a very nice person, even though she's very cute. She's like blackmailing the main character with the picture of him turning into a monster. She's not really a nice
yeah.
person.
Yeah, I think that's something that's kind of interesting, is that in this manga, everyone is sort of seemingly good and bad, and I think that makes for very compelling stories, because like then you have to sort of, when you see the glimpses of things that make you want to feel for even the bad characters, it's like, oh no, am I liking this person who like I wouldn't like normally? But it's all very believable between the character interactions. So, you find things to both love and hate about all the characters.
I see. So, like in the earlier part, there's like a scene where what it seems like a rival character comes in with like a crazy legs. I've been just calling her
Yeah.
crazy legs. Like,
Yeah, crazy legs. I like I like that name for that character.
she comes in from the balcony and starts to attack the two main characters. Um, but then they escape from that situation, and then that's when they actually start to get serious. Okay, what are we gonna do? And they realize that they have the monster has a zipper on his back, and then when you open the zipper, there's like nothing inside. This is like the most grossest and funniest scene that I've ever seen. There's like a sweat drop going on the girl.
Yeah.
And but then that means she suggests to go inside of his body, and suddenly there's like a interesting combination of the girl's personality, very aggressive, and the boy's kind of superpower, kigurumi cuteness going on that is turning very evil.
Yeah. No, this both the anime and the manga play with the idea of and like I like that the main character Shuichi sort of turns into kind of like a meat mecha, and yeah, that's how both him and the main woman lead both kind of fight together.
Together we fight. So that's Gleipnir. How many episodes have you guys watched so far?
We watched 4 so far.
Okay.
And like if people want to give it a try, like I highly recommend just trying the first 2 episodes. It's its own little mini arc, but you get like the gist of everything that's going on, and in this episode there's a really good fight. So like you get a lot at the beginning just to sort of get used to the door of the series.
I see. Well, so that was a Gleipnir anime. This is available on Funimation. And then if you don't have Funimation, there's a lot of really interesting anime on there, I just realized. So I would highly recommend to do the free trials. You get like 14 days to watch the anime that is exclusively on their website. So check out Gleipnir on Funimation's website, and also don't forget to check out the Gleipnir manga from Kodansha. Okay, so next one. This is kind of a change of style. I want to talk about the Kakushigoto. Ivan, how I think recently the most recent episode of the Home Anime Club you covered this one, but what is this anime about?
Yeah, I mean it's a very basic premise. This manga artist has a secret from his young daughter, and it's that he draws like raunchy,
Raunchy.
and it's almost like yeah, it's, like stuff that might be a little risque, some stuff that might have like little blue humor, like all that stuff, and he agonizes over the idea of his young daughter finding out that he draws this manga, and his young daughter becoming a pariah because her father draws like dirty manga and stuff like that. So he tries everything in his power to make sure that she never finds out that he's a dirty manga artist, and it usually leads to like a lot of hilarity between both the other creators, like the assistant manga artists that work with him, and then just a lot of his friends. Even like his daughter's teacher is involved in the secret, and so it leads to a lot of hilarious results and like miscommunication.
They're all in it together.
Yeah, yeah.
I see in the earlier part of the manga, the dad is dressed in a suit, like a regular corporate worker, and then like next scene, like he's wearing t-shirt and like shorts, and then he's like suddenly like in the mangaka mode. Uh, and this is one of my favorite scene where the assistants like talking about it as like it's a very normal thing for a workplace. He comes into work with the suits, but then change into the clothes, like t-shirts and barefoot and shorts. But it used to be a lot worse because he used to draw nude. I was like, and then he's like featured on the comic book with his like self-portrait of him being completely naked with like a little blacked out section. This is pretty savage.
Yeah, and no, like I think that early on it shows you the sort of like growth that Kakushigoto himself has gone through after having his daughter, and even up to where the manga is, now, and same thing with the episodes, like we're only sort of getting small hints that the mother is not in the picture, and it's sort of uncertain if it's a divorce or like a death, but I personally believe that it's that she passed away, and so I think all of Kakushigoto's sort of overprotection of his daughter, like Hime, is because he believes that he's the only one that's going to be there for her and wants to do everything to protect her, even if sometimes it's an overreaction.
Because she's so adorable, so that's why.
She's very adorable. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a very cute both anime and manga.
Yeah, I'm looking at the scene, the beach scene of her at the beach, and then in the manga, it's like drawn in a very stylish like way. With like kind of like a really interesting collage going on, and when it's turned into an anime, it's also like it's more refined style too. Like I was very shocked when I saw the opening trailer, how stylish they turn out to be. So it's like one of a very nice surprise about watching the anime is like when the manga turns into like a color and in animation, it has like a very distinctive style. So this is like a particularly really interesting example of that, I think. The the assistant of the guy is very kind of ruckus. Right? They're all like kind of in it together too, I guess. But they're also like kind of aspire to be like manga artists themselves. So like some of them draw like a horror series, right? And like another person who like only specializing like a very specific part of like assistant job, like whiteouts and like erasers and inking and stuff like that, which is like I'm guessing that's like a representation of the creator's workplace. Speaking of the creator, did you? I just noticed that. Whoops, sorry, this is not the Kakushigoto creator is Koji Kumeta, and I was like, where do I recognize this name? And he's the creator of Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, and I also used to read his older series called Katteni Kaizo, which is, I don't know if it was ever translated into English, but it was like one of those comedies that just like I remember laughing my butts off to. It's like a very great memory of that. So I'm actually very excited to read Kakushigoto, um, because I've been a fan of this guy's like gags basically.
Yeah.
All right. So let's. That was two series that we just kind of gone through, but let's take a short, like 5 minute break.
Yeah.
And then I'll look through the comments that I see a lot of interaction going on. This is great. I would like to throw a question to those audience who are watching this, like what are the animes that you've been watching this season? I just want to know what you've been into. I have some of my favorites, which I'm going to talk about in the second half of this episode. But write it in the comments, and I'll try to get back to you. All right, peace. Yeah, I think up? What's up? What's up? We are back from the break. Thank you for waiting. I got to chat with some people who are watching the show right now. This is really great to see. All you guys are watching very interesting animes. So Ivan, I think you mentioned that this week's Home Anime Club, you guys will be starting to watch a new anime. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah. So what's it called? We're trying to do a mix. Whenever we do the home anime club, just to keep it fresh. And as we've done 4 episodes of Gleipnir and Kakushigoto, we decided let's branch out to some of the other like Kodansha anime. So this week we're gonna jump into Wave Listen to Me.
Oh, right on. Yeah.
Which is, if you haven't experienced it or read the manga, it's basically about a 20-something-year-old woman who has very strong opinions, and after recovering from a breakup, she has a drunken night at a sushi bar, and she meets a radio producer that basically I don't know if it tricks her, but asks her to come to the station so that she can have her own radio segment for a small time, and it gets released in the wild, and things just snowball from there.
It starts out in the manga, like it starts out kind of brutal. Like she's like ranting about her breakup in public. I think she's talking to the radio producer. But then like she kind of vaguely remembers about it from the night before, except
Right.
she has this like business card as a proof. And then she said to hear her own rant on the radio that at her workplace, and she just like runs out of the door. I don't know what to do in this situation, but like she goes straight to the radio station, just like burst into the place.
Yeah.
And the producer doesn't even seem to be like surprised that she got there. So in fact, yeah, maybe it is a setup that she
Yeah.
was like brought there by just listening to this radio talk show.
Yeah.
And then in the end, like she's like Mitsuo, like I think that's her ex's name. Like even if you run from the end of the earth, I will hunt you down and kill you.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Total shit.
this is terrifying, dude. Like I was to hear this. Like I want to hear this in the anime. Like that would make it totally worth it for me. Because I've been following this manga for some time now. Wave Listen to Me is by the Hiroaki Samura. That's the name that you guys may recognize from Blade of Immortal. That's a really dope manga right there, but it's also very graphic and like
Very
you know,
bloody, very
yeah,
violent.
it's very
Yeah.
gory. So like
Uh,
the manga for Wave Listen to Me has that same intensity, I think, in terms of like art and also like in the dialogue. But
Yeah.
it's nothing at all about like fighting or anything like that, which is very interesting to see. So yeah, I'll be really interested in watching you guys talk about it. Did you say that's coming up on Friday?
Yeah, this coming Friday.
Okay.
Again, our home anime clubs happen every Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And we just watch it on Funimation and then talk about it on Twitter.
Yeah, I'll be sure to troll you guys. I don't know.
No,
I kind of
thanks.
I kind of miss like watching anime with my friends. Like during the quarantine, I'm just watching it by myself.
Yeah.
So like this is actually like a pretty good, exciting thing for me for the introverts. So yeah, let's please make sure to check out our Twitter. The handle's right here. It's shown in a screen. Come to Kodansha Comics or Kodansha USA on Twitter at 5 p.m. on Friday, and we will be watching Wave Listen to Me together. All right. So, Ivan, you know what I have been watching too? Here's something that might interest people. But So I've been watching something on Netflix called Drifting Dragons. This has
Nice.
been
Yeah.
like rocking my world. The good thing about Netflix is that you get the whole season to watch. So like it doesn't come out immediately after on the same day as like it airs in Japan.
Yeah.
But on the counter side of that, like you get to watch the entire season throughout, and I think I watched it in like one day, one
Oh
day,
wow. Yeah.
binge watching. So we have the Drifting Dragon manga is published from Kodansha, and then like when I first saw this manga, like I was already kind of in love with it. Like I'll show you some pages from that series too. Uh, so this is a crew of Queen Zaza, which is a dragon hunting aircraft, and these guys are the Drakers or the dragon hunters, and it's drawn so beautifully. It's if you are to kind of get some sense of it, like they're kind of like the fishermen of the sky. So
Yeah.
they're really they're really knowledgeable about how to eat these dragons very tastefully. I guess particularly the one of the main guy, Mika, which is the guy you can see here on the black hair. He's eating like raw dragon meat right here, and his kohai, Takita, which is the girl, is like asking him, "Yo, like, what are you doing? Like, picking up the food that we're supposed to sell?" But then he's just like shoved one piece of meat into her her mouth, and it's like, this is actually pretty good. So it's seemingly like a fantasy series, but it's actually more like a cooking gourmet
Yeah.
series.
Food.
It
Yeah.
makes
Food
me
gourmet series.
yeah, it makes me really hungry. Like this particular scene really got me. Like they are like um talking about how to make a dragon steak sandwich from like a kind of like a slightly hardened bread, toasted. You also cook the fat of the dragon before you start to cook grilling the meat, and then finally you get this dragon tail meat sandwich. I'm like, oh, like I wish this was real. Like I would have totally like
Yeah.
I don't know what it tastes like, but it sounds really good.
Yeah.
So it totally got me. But then like it's not just about food and gourmet. It's to eat and for us to survive. It really means to take the life from something else. So in this case, we're taking the life from dragons. So like in the back of these characters' mind, this crosses their mind from time to time. Like, am I doing the right thing? And how to make it right, even though we are killing some another creature. So that's something that I really like seeing in the development of the anime and the manga. So I hope you guys give this series Drifting Dragon a chance. It's really awesome. Oh, there's another series that dropped on Netflix recently. Bada 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 bada. Boom. That's Cardcaptor Sakura,
Hell
the
yeah.
Beast.
A classic.
It's a super classic. I do you remember it was playing on Toonami?
Yeah, it was playing on Tsunami. I originally saw it because it was licensed to a local WB affiliate. So it was a Saturday morning cartoon for a few years for me. Someone recently on the internet put a cursed image that it was like their advertisement. Like, they would compile a bunch of clips from different shows on their roster, and then they would, make advertisements for it. And in one particular one, they were saying, find us on the internet on AOL.com,
AOL.
search WB. And it was Sakura holding up a card that said AOL. And it's like, I remember that.
I was like, yeah, I mean,
It is, but like, yeah, I really do enjoy that.
something we grew up with when we were younger, we can't really forget about that. Like, and it has like a special part in your heart, so to speak. I mean, this was like a kind
Yeah.
of a groundbreaking magical shoujo series. It got like, magic, it got psychic, it got like, some message of like kids themselves being empowered, not being controlled
Yeah,
by the adults. Be
lots of
it,
friendship.
yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of friendship, and also like um seemingly like a romance between a boy and a girl, but then also like girl and a girl too, which I thought that was like really interesting.
yeah.
During that time of the anime, there was not much of that kind of relationship that was represented, so um, that like
Mm,
blew my mind about Cardcaptor Sakura. And we have the
yeah.
manga from Kodansha Comics. If you guys didn't know about it, the Cardcaptor Sakura Collector's Edition is available from our company, as well as the Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card, which is the newer story arc that's actually current and ongoing. And that one is also available as a standard edition. Just wanted to let you know that's out there. It's really, really pretty. Also, oh, speaking of Cardcaptor Sakura, we have a special announcement. Ta-da! Are you guys ready? I see some comments. I see the Cardcaptor Sakura fans. So these announcements are for you. So
All
next
right.
week, we'll be dedicating an entire. We'll have a creator spotlight digital sale on Clamp and all their manga series from Kodansha Comics. So that is Cardcaptor, Cardcaptor Clear Card, Magic Knight, Ray Earth, Tsubasa Omnibus, Tsubasa World Chronicle, Holic, and Holic Ray. They're all gonna be 40% off for the entire week, starting Tuesday, June 9th to June 15th. So we will be looking forward to that. This is a big sale, especially if you have been wanting to just like binge read all the Clamp stuff, I guess. Very excited, and this is actually the first time we mention about this sale on this show on Kodansha Live. So we try to deliver some breaking news like this that may be worth it for you guys in this show from now on. So please stay tuned. Um, I guess that's it for this week. But next week, I'll give you a little bit of preview of what is coming. This is one of those surprises because next week we'll be talking about Monogatari series. For those are fan of the very popular light novel series by Nishio Ishin from Vertical, we have a special announcement to make on this show. Same time, same place next week. So please tune in again. We would like to have this community together on YouTube live stream, and it's really been interesting ride. I'm very happy to have a conversation about manga and anime with all the fans out there. So thank you for joining. And also thank you to Ivan for joining our episode today. I love having a guest over, but it's more than that. I like to have a buddy on my show. So I hope you come back again.
Yeah, happy to come back.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Yay.